house.
I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. I said I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. I said I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. And I just can't take it no more. I just can't take it no more. Smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. I said I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. I said I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. And I just can't take it no more. I just can't take it no more.
Reach for the stars, all I feel is the dirt. Give a lot of love, all I get is the hurt. Intelligent in mind, all you see is the skirt. Blood, sweat, and tears, what I feel in my gut. I peep or down while we're living it up. I put my life on the line, but it's never enough. But I still strong with the going was tough. But the ups and downs stay up and up. But my faith in me never fuck with luck. And it's cold, that's where knowing what to trust. Take it to the point where you wanna bust. Just can't take it enough. Roll with the punches, weaving duck. Eyes on the prize, I'm speeding up. When LL fails, I believe in us. Bow to the top, no freezing up.
I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside. I said I'm smiling outside, but I'm burning inside.
Hi, I'm Sonya, and welcome to The Next Level. I'm here with AD the General. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for, coming down to the studio and hanging out with me in Brooklyn.
Pleasure. So we're going to go over a couple of her magazines and find out what she's writing about and how she got into all of this. Tell us a little bit about yourself first.
A little bit about myself.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm AD the General. I born and raised in Brooklyn, New York City. That's where we are currently. West Side, Do or Die, the home of Biggie, and Little Kim, and so many others. Shouts out to them. And how I started writing, man. I started writing when I was like 14 years old. I think I was published, probably even younger, maybe 12 years old. And I had a poem that was published, and I got paid a few bucks for doing a few, screenplays and just all sort of things. I just, I like to always stay busy.
How did you get into that though?
How did I get into that? Well, I used to go to a community center named El Puente. I'm sure a lot of people in hip hop remember Joel Ortiz speaking about El Puente and how he went there for a high school or something. Mm-hmm. But I was there before it became a high school. My godparents are the creators of El Puente, which is now an alternative kind of education place where you are taught, just everything about history and science and, English through the power of visual arts and, that kind of stuff. So that's where I come from. I come from there, and I don't know, like, writing is just a passion that I have. So the writing for 612 magazine or Birthplace magazine or, even Probe magazine or, Greenleaf magazines, these are like magazines that sponsor and believe in, what we call the Elegant Witness Music Group program, and that is a series of showcases that we have on a monthly basis in New York City now for almost 10 years in October of 2014, every single month. Mm-hmm. That's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, 10 years every month, So I even kind of smile about it because it's just like, wait, it's been 10 years. I feel like it just happened yesterday. And then, of course, that's funny I said that. But, so they sponsor us, and they believe in exposure is the best way to get out some really wonderful, unsigned, independent artists. And genuinely, it's also a way for themselves as publications to create a buzz. Right. At Elegant Witness, we say that we utilize the media to create a buzz.
Right.
And genuinely, I think a lot of people normally think that it has to be like super, super, super big media outlets, maybe like a World Star Hip Hop or Shouts Out to Them or, Double XL. Like, they always feel like it got to be like super, you got to be on E! Entertainment or you have to be on MTV in order for you to create a following and create a buzz, and you don't have to. So, that's Elegant Witness magazine.
I see you doing your thing here.
Yeah. Shouts out to all the magazines that put me on their covers. Like, this is my own publication. We write for a total of about 76 publications, websites, and blogs collectively,
right.
As part of the program, as exposing the artists that we deal with through our showcases.
Right.
So I kind of felt like it was about time that I did my own publication, finally. So this is the first publication. It has me on the cover, of course. You have to do like kind of like a Oprah Winfrey type of, hip hop, slang. They were like, yeah, I'm put myself on the cover.
I see you doing it.
Yeah. And then of course we have Corey Guns. Shouts out to Corey Guns. Signed to Young Money, Cash Money, Billionaires. Doing his Thug Dizzle, representing the Bronx. Y'all probably know him at home. He's super, super awesome. And that's magazine life for me. Shouts out to this50.com, jackdriller.com. I mean, there's just so many different people. Shouts out to 612 Magazine. I've been writing for them for like 3 years now. And they're based out of Atlanta. Shouts out to Rochelle Johnson. She's a female entrepreneur and publisher and someone that kind of believes in the same ideology that AD the General does, and that's exposing, hard-earned talent.
So with a lot of these magazines that you have, you got 612, Greenleaf, and there are so many other magazines I see.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry if we missed anybody.
Yeah.
How do they find out about these? They need to go to your website or?
Yeah, I mean, like 612 Magazine has its own website. Like most magazines nowadays kind of genuinely have their own websites.
Right.
So you can go to 612, magazine.com and it'll pop up. You can go to greenleafmagazine.com and it'll pop up. Go to eleganthoodness.com and it'll pop up.
Right.
Not only can you actually purchase the magazine, but you can hit the radio show tab and see the shows that happen, live on this actual set right here.
Right.
You'll also be able to see flyers and different videos of different activities that we do at the Elegant Fitness family. Whether it's behind the scenes here,
right.
whether it's us performing somewhere, whether it's us hosting something, and it's a wonderful place to be because it's my website, right?
I love this setup. I'm like, wow, she got little headsets going on here. Everybody comes in. So the guests that you have come in, how often do you have them come in and talk with your fans that are out there?
Well, I host my own radio show every Monday from 7 to 9. You can view that on eleganthoodness.com.
Mm-hmm.
And it's entitled Memoirs by AD the General. Like, for example, tonight we're going to have Uncle Murder. Shouts to Uncle Murder. And we're going to have D Chambers representing Coney Island, Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn girl, so I definitely like to kind of sit down with the Brooklyn boys and make sure that, keep it at home and, kind of tell their stories and get acquainted. And that's every Monday. And then we have a bunch of shows that air on Thursdays and Fridays. We have the War Room with Big Sass. He is the Media Personality of the Year at the Elegant Fitness Musical Program 2014 Awards. Shouts to him. He's an awesome personality. We have the Rashad Farah show from 6 to 7. We have the Transformers OMG from 8 to 9, and then we have, I don't even know, so many shows. Shouts out to Princess Lanita on Fridays, and TYFM Radio and the Unsigned Hype Show. If I forget Margo and them, you don't even understand.
You don't leave anybody out.
I mean, I try not to. I'm gonna tell you a story, right? One time I was over at a radio station, quite popular in the underground scene in New York City, and I was feeling quite some pressure. I had a lot of team members around me, and I did forget to maybe possibly mention, maybe one or two people. And for me not mentioning that one or two people, it caused animosity and all kind of stuff behind the scenes. And today I've grown more, and I think a lot of people around me have grown more and understand that sometimes AD has so much on her mind, and that she will do everything and anything to make sure that I represent the people that are collectively making our dreams happen together. I think a lot of people say, oh wait, what you forget? Nah, I forget about you, G. But I can't list like all 155 of y'all all the time. Like,
only got a few minutes.
Yeah.
Do it all.
but shouts to Elegant Hoodness, shouts to the entire team, man, and the entire NAB organization, man.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you this. I see you got all your stuff here. Is this stuff from other things that you've done? I see your Elegant Hoodness radio stuff.
Yeah.
Is this from events that you've had or stuff that can be purchased? Is that what this is?
No. The Elegant Hoodness radio mugs is just, for our set. But we will actually be releasing mugs in a few months. This station is actually only maybe like 6 months old. This is like a new venture for AD, and apparently it's been a wonderful venture, and even this magazine is like maybe 2 months old. As far as that's my newest venture. When I said this is my newest venture, no, that's my newest venture.
Well, we're going to wrap it up for the moment. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about some promotions that she does and who helps to make all this happen. Stay tuned to the next level.
Okay.
Hey, we're back with AD the General and
Gifted Jewel.
In the building. First of all, we need to go back. I need to ask this question. A.D. the General. Where that name come from?
Wow. Well, actually, people were calling me AD for a long time. And Carlito Brigante, he was the he had Carlito Way or something on the Source back in the day, you know what I mean? And he used to call me AD Bones or just AD Dizzle, like just all sort of things. Those are my initials to my actual name. So people used to call me AD because, you know, I'm running around, you know, being a businesswoman, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually when Gifted, Giddy, and, you know, Blackstorm and FU and all of us became a group, we were actually sitting down writing one day to a song. I can't remember the name of the song, but Gifted was like, nah, he was like, it's AD the General. And I was like, what? And he was like, that's your name, like, that's who you are. Right. So I turned around, looked at the shit, and I was like, yeah, son, like, I'm gonna wear that shit. I'm gonna wear that real awfully right now, like, so yeah, so, you know, shouts to Gifted.
Okay, sure, that's my name.
And it stayed with you, I see.
Yeah. But you know what? But look, just like, it's not that easy though. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of homies, and this is not just directed to females. Like, I see a lot of like males calling themselves a general, like, and it ain't cool for you to just call yourself a general and not really understand what a general does. You know, and a lot of homies in hip hop, oh, the general, like, because I'm banging my gun and bang bang, and I'm a gangster and bang bang, like, nah, like you got it all twisted. Like that's cool, I guess, if that's what you think a general is. But you know what I mean? That's crazy. You gotta earn your stripes. Right. You know what I mean? And it wasn't given to me. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a crazy, you know, 10-year career at Elegant Fitness, and, you know, building with man and developing man, you know, has not been easy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's AD the General for a reason. Shouts to Gifted, man.
Now what we want to touch on, we want to actually, you do a lot of things here with the studio. We want to see how things are ran. We see you got all this set up here, and behind the scenes you got a lot of interns running around here doing different things for you. What's going on over here? What happens during your setup? During your show?
Well, that's that's the live deck. That's where we actually record our live radio broadcast. It's like a TV show, you know. We're waving out over there, you know, and that's pretty much what the people at home see when they go to www.elegantfitness.com and hit the radio show tab, and they can actually see a visual and, you know, and hear the actual audio, and, you know.
Right, that's where you stream.
Yeah, that's where we stream. And, you know, we show music videos, and we interview a lot of relevant artists and just entrepreneurs, period. You know, we've had Corey Guns here, we had Graf here, we had Flow Bad Girls Club here, we had Helter Skelter here, Fred the Godson here. I mean, just so many people, you know. I mean, and just like the book, Grandmaster Cash, Rodney C. Wow. I mean, it's only been 6 months, like.
Well, this show you mad love.
Yeah. I've been in the game a long time. See, I told you I earned them stripes, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm still earning them. I ain't, you know, the whole thing about elevation in hip hop is to, you know, I think a lot of people think, oh, the cockier I get as an individual, the better I get, and the more respect I get from people.
Right.
But humbly, I believe that the more humble that you become in your career, you know, the kinder you are to the people around you, and those things, that's what continues to make you successful in life. You know, not that other shit. Other shit's whack, right? We joke about it a lot. Right. Yeah, we joke about it a lot. You might see us sometimes laughing with the interns and, you know, going in like, yeah, we about to send you the junior foot cheesecake and shit, and then we gotta go to the store right now. You know, we don't really mean it, you know. We don't mean it. Yeah. Because the industry wasn't as nice to me, you know what I mean? So I don't want them to be babied. It's like almost like when you have a son or a daughter, you know what I'm saying? And you wanna give them more, you know, and you wanna for them to have a better life than you've had. But at the same time, you still want them to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's the same thing. Like, I love them so much. Shouts out to all the interns. Shouts out to AC doing this stuff. Dizzle behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Shouts out to Special Gift. Yeah. Shouts out to Yaya. Shouts out to Margo.
So you got, it's a lot of them.
Just a lot of them. Shouts out to Miss Fifi, G3MZ, Cuzzo. I mean, that's just so many people. Yeah, absolutely.
Now tell me, what else you got going on? What's coming out? You got some things coming out?
Yeah. We have the Bars Go.
Bars Go, yeah. We got a single we dropping up for our new mixtape, The Testament, called Bars Go. Got the video shot by my dude AC, man. Did a great job with that.
Shouts to AC.
Remind them again. Tell them again, because some people are just tuning in. Tell them again the name of the group and who's in that, what's going on with it.
Only boy Gifted, and this is, if you don't know already, AD the
Yeah.
His name is Nothing Ass Niggas, but you can call us Nan. I had to say it a couple times.
Nan.
I know it's a three-letter word, and a lot of people can't say that word.
Nan.
I mean, the new mixtape is The Testament. New singles, Bars Go. The video's coming to you soon. We don't even.
Soon. We're gonna have a little. We're gonna do a video release party. I think a lot of people just release their videos first.
Right.
You know, and you know.
You gotta let us know.
Yeah, you gotta do a party first before you put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You gotta do a party. You gotta get the projector, promote it, and have your friends and family and supporters come out and kind of woo them, you know, with your work, because it's a part of our growth. And Bars Go is an immaculate single. You know, and it's really about what's happening today, generally in hip hop and just in the world of music. Period.
Right.
I remember there was a point where people would idolize, you know, every single thing that, you know, someone said. Nowadays, you know, people just listen to music and they don't even know what niggas are saying anymore. And it's sad. But I think it's because, you know, some of these cats don't have any bars. I don't know what they doing with them. And, you know, why would you ever catch the attention of somebody that is looking for some bars? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So they're not real with it.
There's no substance.
There's no substance.
Why would you eat something if you were going to get full?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the cats are hungry, so we wanted to kind of show them a little bit about the growth of us individually as MCs and just the growth of us as songwriters, because we believe that we're awesome songwriters. You know what I mean? A lot of cats just go, I'm a rapper. Like, yeah, but you writing songs. Like, what are you creating? Like, is it something that, you know, like Gifted has a daughter. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Kyra, and he has a son now. You know, so what are your kids listening to? You know, so that's the way we're looking at it.
Right. Okay. Now, also, did you say you have another magazine or something else you had coming up? What else is coming up?
Yeah. You're going to see Nan. We're going to grace the cover elegant. This is my magazine. I do what I want.
Right.
But you're also going to see us on Street Monsters, and you're going to see me on Diva Platinum, I think. Shouts out to Arizona. I forget. There's a lot of things going on.
It's all good.
But what's most important is that you support www.youtube/ NAMTV, eleganthoodness.com, and get acquainted. Yo, Google. You're gonna see a lot of videos. You're gonna love our personality, and you're gonna see, you know, us a few years ago. You know, you're gonna see like skinny little AD and shit, and it's gonna be the same person. Like, you watch people's you watch people's growth and stuff, and you see them, like, you know what I mean, like, damn, I was gonna say something real crazy. Thanks. Shouts to myself being like a publicist to others. I'm gonna tell you behind the scenes, but I just thought right now y'all gonna laugh. But I've seen just a lot of artists. You know, 1 minute you see them and they're like, got like red hair and like piercings. You know what I mean? And they're like,
I'm trying. She's trying to rewind it. That's all right. Okay, well, yeah, so what you do, that's you go out there and you sell yourself. You know, it's not about people, as you were saying, putting music out there and not actually having any substance to it.
right.
It's all good, girl.
It's behind the scenes.
Right, insider.
No, I ain't gonna be no insider. Sonny, Sonny wanted me to rewind, but I can't remember what I'm supposed to rewind. But I'm gonna say this, right? Man is one of the hardest male-female rap duos in hip-hop history. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. If that offends someone, then it is what it is, because it's not supposed to offend someone. I said one of the. And there's a reason. When something lasts as long as 10 years, and something is still growing from that, and we are creating even more of an impact every single day, and reaching out not only to our peers, but to our youth and to our communities, and we are supporting our mom and pops. We're actually in the ghetto, in Bed-Stuy. We haven't ran away from anywhere. You know what I mean? So when you see something like that, then you support something like that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I want to try at home that if you've been missing like a real kind of hip hop little feeling, but you're not going to feel like, you know, the guy in the bar is going to rob you after you leave, then you need to come to Elegant Fitness, where you feel safe, where you feel at home, where everyone treats each other with, you know, love and just respect, and kind of are there for the same reason. Then come down March 19th in New York City at Club Pyramid. That's 101 Avenue A between 6th and 7th. is the legendary Club Pyramid. If you're not from New York, do your history. This place has been around longer than you and I collectively, and that's crazy. So how many stars has Club Pyramid had graced their stage? I mean, so many. And March, is that your alarm? And March 28th, Club 1800, and June 26th. And that's it, right, Rob? Right? Yeah!
Well, thank you for tuning in to The Next Level. I'm Sonya HASLON here with AD the General. Thank you for tuning in.
Killers know they mother. They know for what get your finger and kill they own brother. And that ain't right, but you don't know what it's like. The next one, we done never had a silver spoon. Run on the shoulders and stop